Hello and welcome to Eva's House of Spirit. I'm Eva, and I thought I'd just kind of chit-chat with you a little bit before I hit the hay. I don't know why I'm still awake. It is 2:08 in the morning, Friday morning. But I don't know. I don't know why I'm up at this hour. Again today, I encountered a case of someone who, while believing that they are so open-minded and spiritual and like peaceful and like, just coming from a good place, in actuality they were just a really vicious, venomous person attacking others wherever and whenever they could. I will not name this person because I don't want to give them any kind of recognition. But see, that's what I don't understand is like, I know that it's not the majority. There's, I think, a minority of people that are that way, that believe that they're enlightened or believe that they have evolved in their spiritual sort of journey in life, and yet they just attack others. And, if you don't share the same views or if you don't feel the same way, they proceed to turn into these like venomous assholes. And I know that's not the majority of people, seeking, spiritually. But the ones that do that, I think that they really need to like work on themselves first, I think. I mean, I could be mistaken, but I always honestly thought that the whole point of a spiritual journey of any kind is not just to walk around, like peace, flowers, love, light. It's a journey of transformation. You're supposed to, or I maybe I'm wrong, but I mean, I felt like, or I feel like you're supposed to, how can I put it? Spirituality is supposed to be something that is empowering, yes, but I have always understood it to be a process of sort of self-refinement. I mean, I could be wrong, but aren't we supposed to evolve? Aren't we supposed to grow, if that is what we choose? If that is the path we are choosing, if we choose to be spiritual in some way, shape, or fashion, if we choose, some magical path or spiritual path or both, whichever, whatever, isn't the point of that to, not just affect things outside of yourself, but to sort of take command of yourself and really, I mean, I look at it like this. How are you supposed to, like, how can you walk around acting like everything outside of yourself in the world is so separate? Like, allow me to explain. I think some of these people that turn around and spout viciousness and venom, I think they're the kinds of people, I think, that blame external sources for all their problems, and they don't take any kind of responsibility for, things that happen. They don't recognize or they don't seem to recognize things like cause and effect. If I do A, B will happen. And they, I think, don't realize that, you kind of can't create the sort of life you're looking for until you really make yourself the kind of person that sort of attracts that kind of life, or that sort of contributes to that life becoming a reality. Like, how are you supposed to manifest something if you are not being the catalyst for that manifestation? I hope that makes sense. So I think what I'm trying to get at is, I think a lot of people out there today that are just starting out, maybe on these sorts of paths, these sort of spiritual journeys. I think, for those of you who may be watching this, that may be new, to exploring spirituality, if that's your bag, I would say if you know someone that's all like, oh, I'm into spirituality, blah, 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 and then they turn around and they start like attacking people, and they start like, you're doing it wrong, or they start like literally turning on people and being like, go fuck yourself, blah, 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 for no good reason, or, if they started telling you things like so-and-so's going to hell, evil, or like any kind of bullshit, just bullshit like that, hateful bullshit, judgmental bullshit, I would say run the other way if you encounter someone like that, because that person is they're not truly spiritual. I could be wrong, I'm not perfect, I don't have all the answers, but I don't pretend to be. And what I'm trying to say here is like, if you're going to, embrace positivity, if you're going to embrace spirit or divinity, if you're going to walk that way, then you know what? Walk the walk. Don't just talk about it and, oh, check it out. I got a little, peace sign emblem I wear around my neck. Or, oh, I have a, pentacle that I wear and I get together with other people. No. You have to really, if you're going to embrace something like that, then embrace it if that's your thing. But you know what? Don't just say shit and then be the opposite. Practice what you preach. If you're going to stand there and act like, and this goes for people in like any freaking spirituality, any religion, any way, shape, or whatever walk of life, if you're going to say, such and such is my positive philosophy, or my, spiritual philosophy, or my whatever philosophy, then you know what? Walk in your philosophy. Because if you're not, then you're a fucking liar. And I get so tired of people that, they think that because they believe something, they have the authority to try and make someone else believe the same thing, and then they berate, belittle, attack, people that don't feel the same way, don't believe the same things, and that's not right. Whatever happened to agreeing to disagree? It's as simple as that. If everybody in the world, holy shit, if everybody in the world just turned around one day and said, you know what, I agree to disagree with you, we would not have as many fucking problems in the world. The world would be such a better place. If we all turned inward and said, you know what, I'm going to fix me before I worry about everybody else outside of me, maybe the world would be a better place. Regardless of what you aspire to, regardless of what you choose to believe, regardless of what religion or philosophy or whatever, or lack thereof, you choose to follow. If you're going to believe that, or you're going to live by that, then live by that. And I know that this one video is not going to suddenly make all these like hypocrite assholes stop what they're doing. But I hope that, people may consider, like, I don't know. I know we're all human. I don't know how many of you out there, have ever had a situation where you find yourself, maybe behaving in a way that is outside of your personal, I guess, morals, ethics, or code, or whatever, of beliefs that you happen to hold for yourself. But I'm sure we've all done it, but I sure as hell hope that, for those that find themselves, and I've done it too, it's not like I'm perfect and I've never done something shitty, but I'm gonna say, like, for those of you that, have ever had that happen or will ever have that happen, I hope that in the moment or after, or at some point, you will stop and go, hey, I kind of contradicted myself there. Let me not do that, because that's kind of against everything I fucking stand for. And maybe if that's what I'm gonna do, maybe if that's what I've done, I need to look inward and really just work on myself a little more, because the problem is not out there. The problem is in here. But I don't know. I'm rambling a little. I don't mean to ramble. I'm tired, but I thought I would come on just to say, like, hey, what is up with that? And I'm curious to hear from you all. Do you believe that, that, how can I put my question? Do you believe that spirituality or lifestyles, regardless of which ones they happen to be, that people adopt, do you believe, as I do, that, hey man, clean up your own backyard, is what I'm trying to say, before freaking out about what's in someone else's, which I don't think we should freak out about what's in someone else's backyard anyway, because who the fuck cares? It's none of our fucking business. Leave other people alone. That has always sort of been like the way that I kind of try to live my life. My thing is this, as long as you're not hurting anybody, like, deliberately, you're not committing any crimes, you're not, doing anything to anybody just to really just fucking harm them for no fucking reason, I really don't give a fuck what you do, and I'm not trying to say that to be a jerk. What I mean is, like, hey, live and let live. As long as someone's not a danger or a menace without reason, like... And yes, I do believe that there are cases where sometimes people do, lash out at other people and have good reason. But there's a difference. There's a difference between shit starters and shit finishers. I really do believe that. But yeah, I don't understand people that believe that they're spiritual and yet turn into these twisted fucks that really believe that they're walking in, like, spiritual or evolved or, like, enlightened, It's like, no, you can't be like, oh, I'm this, spiritually evolved person, and I turn around and I put people down or I attack them because I don't like who they are. Well, guess what? Newsflash for those of you who do that kind of shit, No, I'm not saying you viewers do that shit, but those of you out there in the world, people in general that do that shit, other people are not here for your pleasure, amusement, or approval. If you don't like something somebody else is doing, that's none of your fucking business anyway. You know what I'm saying? If all they're doing is being themselves, and you don't like someone for being themselves, or you don't like someone for simply sharing their view or holding their view, and it's not like they're doing anything to anybody, it's just their view or their lifestyle or their beliefs or what have you. If you don't like that, that's none of your fucking business. So, yeah. I know this is a little bit of a rant video, but I don't know. I really think that there's people out there today that are, just kind of coming into their spirituality. And I think it is important, for those people, that they maybe be aware that, hey, really, no matter what path you're walking, it starts with you. I really believe that. I could be wrong, I can't really tell people what they need to do, but from what I see, from what I, have experienced, I think honestly, you'll go further on your path if you own your shit, and if you really look in the mirror at yourself, find the places in yourself that are not ideal. Fix that shit so it's more in line with, what you feel is, what you feel is like in line with your sort of, how can I even put, oh my god, I don't even know how to, I don't know how to express what I'm trying to say, and I feel awful, and I'm tired, and please forgive me. I don't even think I'm going to edit this out. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to be real. Just don't be an asshole. Don't be narrow-minded. I think that's what I'm trying to say. You know, fix your own backyard. You know, find the places in you that aren't where they should be, and only you will know that. Because you know what? I think a lot of people, you know, out in the world, like, they deny that there are places in themselves like that. But the fact is, we're all human. We all have fucked up shit about us. To be quite honest. We do, all of us. Nobody's shit doesn't stink. And I don't believe in walking around and saying everything that happens is because of things that are outside of my sphere and I have no control over anything and look what everybody else did and now it's affected me. No, I take responsibility for my part in shit. You know, and I think everybody should. I think we should all own our shit, and we should also not try and hang our shit on other people. You know, don't hang your shit on other people. It's as simple as that. Just clean up your own backyard. Work on you first. No matter what path you're walking, I really believe that you'll get further on it if you refine and define yourself. You know? Because the only you that you can be is the best you that you can be. And if you settle for being a mediocre version of yourself, if you settle for less, if you settle for bullshit, and you don't allow yourself to grow, evolve, you know, really evolve and grow, and really just get out of sort of reaction and, you know, childish, you know, emotion and things like that, like, you're not going to get as far as you could if you really, really open your mind, you know, introspect and own your shit. Own your shit. Fix what is out of line. When you get that back in line, then you're going to start seeing so many doors open for you in life. You're going to see so many more things start to flow. You just got to own your shit. You know, and I think that's the problem with those that say, oh, I'm so spiritual. And then they turn around, oh, you're not spiritual enough, or you're going to hell, or, you know, things like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, or you don't know your spirituality, or, you know, how can you be an atheist, or, you know, things like that. They judge other people. And the reason why they judge other people is because really, I think they sit in judgment of themselves, you know, and they don't own their own shit. And they don't ask, like, where is this critic voice coming from? Like, who gave them authority to even judge? Why do they think they need to control everyone else? I think they're just so desperately in need to control their own life that they just need to control someone. So they try to bully other people into believing the same shit that they believe. You know, I'm not saying beliefs are shit, but I'm saying, you know, the word shit was just for emphasis there, okay? But I'm trying to say that you can't bully someone because you feel devoid of center. That's not how it works, you know what I mean? Just tonight's message, tonight's public service announcement from Eva's House of Spirit is, in a nutshell, if I had to sum it up, don't be an asshole, own your own shit, clean up your own backyard, and walk the walk. Whatever path you're going to travel, you know, be it spiritual, be it not spiritual, be it light or dark. Walk the walk, own your shit, because you'll get further that way. At least that's what I think. I'd love to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts on this? Anyway, it's 2:27 in the morning now. Blessed be and ashe. Until next time, stay awesome. Bye-bye for now.